District Associate Court for the State of Iowa in Fort Polk County is now in session. The Honorable Judge Odell McGee.
You may be seated. This is Truancy Court for the month of March 2011. As you know, Truancy Court is the 5th Judicial District's way of dealing with truancy, specifically in Des Moines. It is our intent to make certain that all of our young people have an opportunity to go to school, and if they are not in school, of course they're not going to school, they don't have the opportunity to become productive members of society. And so this court has been instituted to make sure that our young people are going to school. Our law provides that if kids aren't in school, the parents are responsible, and that is the basis for this court. The Truancy Court is now in session. You may call your first case.
Thank you, Your Honor. State of Iowa versus Tina Carrillo.
Ms. Carrillo. Ms. Carrillo, I understand you made a request for court-appointed counsel. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Is all the information contained in the form that you filled out for the court correct?
Yes, sir.
You still swear?
I swear.
All right. Then the court will at this time appoint Adam Kerwal to represent you in this matter. Ms. County Attorney.
Thank you, Your Honor. We are here today for initial appearance. The social worker is Lori Rogerson. She is present. I do have a proposed order that would set this down for pretrial on April 6th at 3:30, and we'd also request that a tracker be assigned.
I will hear from the school at this time.
Good afternoon. I'm Lori Rogerson, the social worker at Finley Elementary School. Ms. Carrillo's daughter, Nina, has missed 14 days of school and has 27 tardies. The most important part, I think, of her coming to school is she's in several intervention groups because she's pretty far behind academically, so we lose a lot of time when she's tardy and when she's absent. So that's our primary concern. She does not have any behavior problems. She just is behind academically.
Okay. All right, Ms. Carrillo, I've appointed you counsel. Mr. Kerwal is going to represent you in this matter. You do understand that the court-appointed counsel is not free. There will be some charges assessed for his representation of you at some point. Also, I'm going to set the matter down for a for a hearing, a pretrial conference that I'm going to set down for the April 6, 2011 at 3:30 p.m. back here at the Des Moines City Council chambers. I'm going to sign next step to represent you as a tracker. And the next time, I would ask that you bring the person of interest with you to court.
I have her right here. My daughter's right here in the back.
Okay, let's talk to her. Would you bring up, if you'd be so kind? Well, don't cry. I'm not a booger bear. Most people think I'm a nice man. I'm not going to do anything today. So you don't have to cry, okay? I just want to talk to you. Okay, what's your name? Nina. Nina? And how old are you?
10.
Okay, you're 10 years old. And what grade are you in school?
4th.
You're in the 4th grade? And what school you attend?
Family.
Okay. Now, you know why your mom and you here. Do you know that? Okay. Well, it's important that you go to school. What you going to be when you grow up? You're going to be a teacher? Well, you know, teachers have to go to school. If they don't go to school, they can't tell the little kids that they can't miss school. You understand that? So what we're asking you to do today is we're going to ask you to help your mom out however way you possibly can. I don't know if you've been sick or what, but we need to have you in school. You heard what the school said? They want you to catch up and to become the best teacher that you can be. You understand that? All right. Well, I'm going to bring you and your mom back here on the 6th of April, 2011, 3:30. Now, if you guys, you go to school and stay in school for the next month, come back here and everything look good, county attorney might be willing to do, make a provision, maybe dismiss the charges or at least put them off for a period of time and ultimately dismiss them. But we just got to see you in school because we want you to be the best that you can be. You understand that? And don't you want to be the best you can be? All right, then. So we're just trying to make sure. Now, we stand on the track, and they're going to be talking to you and calling you, making sure you get up. And if your mom has some problem, they might step in and help you get to school. You understand that? All right, then. We'll see you back here on the 6th day of April, 2011 at 3:30 with your mom. And I know everything's going to be great, so you're going to be smiling next time, right? All right, then. That's all. Thank you. Next case, please.
Thank you. State of Iowa versus Monica Murray.
Just step aside and get some paperwork. Don't run off this yet. Miss Monica Murray? Yes. Okay. I heard from the county attorney at this time.
Thank you, Your Honor. We are here today for purposes of a initial appearance. From the school, we have Kristen Tagg and Monica Congdon. I do have a proposed order that would set this down for pretrial April 6th at 3:30 p.m., and we would also ask that a tracker be assigned to this case.
Okay, Mr. Murray, I understand that you have submitted some paperwork to me. It states that you do presently work at McDonald's. How many hours are you working per week?
Pretty close to 40 every week.
Okay. And you have 3 children? No other support? Okay. Well, I'll tell you the same thing. I'll set it down, let the Charles Isaacson, he will represent you in this matter. Do you understand that this is not free? At some point, you're going to have to pay it all back. You understand?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Isaacson will come down and he'll represent you in this matter. And we have another young lady here. What's your name?
Jessica.
What?
Jessica.
Okay. Well, I'm going to hear from the school and let them tell us what's happening with you, Jessica.
I'm Kristen Tagg, social worker at Hoyt Middle School. Jessica has missed 14 days of school this year. It's a continuation from Truancy last year of missing 21 days. We sat down and had a meeting in January, and since that time, since January 18th, she's only missed 1 day, and that was to attend a funeral. So her attendance has approved, still concerns with tardies. She's been tardy 47 times this year, and since our meeting in January, she's been tardy 14 days. So I'm very glad that she's getting to school. That has improved. I just would like her to work on getting to school on time.
Okay. And Jessica, what school you go to?
Hoyt,
Hoyt? How old are you?
14.
Okay. Well, what are you doing in school? You like going to school at all?
Yeah.
A little bit, huh? And what are your plans for your future? You want to be something when you grow up?
I don't know yet.
Well, nothing is interesting you?
Not really.
You don't want to be president or, maybe senator or governor,
No.
head of a company?
No.
You don't want to head up Verizon or, maybe principal?
Maybe.
Maybe? Okay. Well, you got you thinking in the right direction at least. You have what are you doing in school? You have any interest in cheerleading or
Nothing really.
no clubs?
No.
And what do you and your friends do all the time?
Nothing.
Nothing. I hate these nothings. I mean, you have to be doing something. Well, now, you're going to have to come back and see me again. I want you to come back and tell me 3 things that you think you can become when you're 25. So I'm going to give you an assignment. That's when you come back and see us on the 6th of April. You should have 3 things that you think that you're going to become. I tell this all the time, so if you watch this program or if you hear, all these people will say, oh, he's saying it again. I tell people all the time, if I told you to come to my house and just walked away, would you think you'd ever make it? No, because you don't know where I live, and there's really no way for you to find out unless I tell you, or you can find out somewhere. And that's the way life is. If you don't know where you're going, where are you going? Nowhere. So even at 14, you should be having some things in mind that you can start working on. Say, God, I'd like to be a track coach or a football coach or something. You start saying it now, you know what? When you get to be my age, you probably already made it. But if you don't start saying it now, you just be wandering around out there, and everything comes along, you grab a hold to. But if you know where you're going, you ain't got no time for that because you're centered. You understand me? Don't you want to be centered? Yeah. Okay.
Your Honor, we do have one additional update from the school.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Monica Congdon, the social worker at Stowe Elementary, and this is in regards to Monica's son, Thomas Barker, who's in 2nd grade at Stowe.
Okay.
He's not present today. He has missed 23 days of school this year. 5 of those have been excused. He had some surgery, I believe, and he's been tardy 42 days. His absences have impacted his special ed staffing. We were able to get him staffed, but the absences were a factor, and his tardies, he's missing quite a few social skills groups.
Okay. Well, we're going to assign a tracker that will help you. Anyway. We're going to assign a tracker that's going to help you get to school on time. That was pretty good. All right, Ed Thompson, new sites. I don't know why they're laughing. I don't. Okay. Let me get my composure here now. All right, Mr. Murray, Mr. Isaacson is going to represent you in this matter, and he will work with you to get this thing resolved. And we're also going to assign that tracker, Mr. Thompson, with New Sites program. He'll be helping you to make sure that you get to school on time, that these young people can get where they need to be, and he'll help you if you rely on him. He's very good at getting folk where they need to be. I'm going to see you back here. Do I have my order yet? Yes, okay. The 6th of April, 2011 at 3:30 p.m. is when you're going to be coming back. And I'll tell you the same thing I tell everybody, you work with your attorney, and hopefully we can get these young people going to school, get them to school on time, and get some of these problems resolved. If we can get that done, the county attorney might be considering a different alternative. So I'm hoping that you will come back and see us on April 6th, and everything is really in great shape, because that's what we need to do. We need to see these folks in school, because you understand. I know you do as a mom, and I know you love your children. You understand that they need to go to school in the state of Iowa. So how many things? 3. You're going to have 3 things you're going to tell me when you come back, right? Yeah. All right, then. That's all. We'll see you back here on the 6th of April, 2011 at 3:30. Okay, next case, Ms. County Attorney.
Thank you. State of Iowa versus Darcy Thorne.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
All right, Ms. Thorne. Ms. County Attorney, tell me what's up.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're here today for purposes of initial appearance from the school. We have Kelly O'Berry. I do have an order that would set this down for pretrial April 6th at 3:30, and we would also ask that a tracker be assigned to this case.
Okay. Okay, I'll hear from the school at this time.
Kelly O'Berry, school social worker at Callahan Middle School. This school year, Brianna Thorne has missed 35 days of school. 7 of those have been excused. We're very concerned about her at school. She is doing poorly. Teachers have reached out to her. However, I don't know how invested she is in her education at the moment, but we're hoping that with the help of a tracker, she can get to school and maybe get her act back together.
Okay. And Ms. Thorne, I understand that you may request a court-appointed counsel today.
Yes.
I have looked at your format here. How many hours are you working a week?
It's a month. I get about 86 hours a month. So it varies.
All right, I will sign Donna Berry. Miss Berry, you here somewhere? To represent you in this matter. Enter pleas of not guilty for you, set the matter down for hearing. You're coming back to see us on the 6th of April 2011 at 3:30 p.m. back here at the Des Moines City Council. Now, I think, Darcy, we've seen each other before, haven't we?
Mm-mm.
We haven't?
Mm-mm. This is my first time being here.
Oh, your name seems so familiar.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Well, maybe somebody else.
I hope it's good.
Well, that's just, I see so many people.
And this is my first time. This is my oldest, so.
Okay. That doesn't mean you're going to be seeing me again, does it?
I hope not.
Okay. And Brianne, how are you today?
Okay.
And how are you, Brianne? How old are you?
No, 14.
You're 14 years old, too? And you're a student at Callanan. Is that good?
Yep.
You like that school?
Kind of.
You kind of like it. Oh. What are you going to be when you grow up, Brian? You ever thought about it?
No,
You have never thought about it? There's no things you look around in the world that you see that you might like?
not really.
Not really? Don't you think you can provide the world with a whole bunch of good things? What are you good at?
Talking?
Oh, you can be a lawyer then. Some people say a judge too. So anyway,
She loves that computer, too.
love the theater. So you could become. Did you watch the Academy Awards the other night?
No.
Oh, computer.
Computer.
Oh, computer. Oh, I thought you said an actress.
She's on that computer typing away.
Oh yeah, she's communicating. I understand that. I have one at home that does that as well. Brianne, you need to think about where you're going. You heard my conversation with the last young lady. So when you come back, would you tell me 3 things? Let's look around the world. Look at the whole world and see all the millions of jobs there are out there. And I want you to pick 3 that you want to become. Just sit down and look at TV, wherever you do, see what people are doing with their lives and say, you know, I might like to be like that person. You think that you can do that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'd like for you to do that for me when you come back and talk to me the next time. Tell me 3 things that you think you might do, even right now. Start working on. When I was 14 years old, I decided I wanted to be a judge. You believe that? Well, I was 6, actually, watching Queen for a Day. That's a story. But anyway, at that time, I wanted to be a judge. I made my mind up many years ago. But, so, you know, and I made it. You know, kind of. So, you know, that's what, if you want to do something, you got to work on it. You need to start working early because you never know if you got your line straight. Even if you veer off a little bit, you always come back. You know what I mean? Okay. Well, we want you to come back and tell us what you'd like to be when you grow up. Okay. Ms. Thorne, we've given you an attorney. We're going to set this down for a pretrial conference. That is set for the 6th of April, 2011 at 3:30 p.m. You're coming back to see us at this time. And I will give you next step. The tracker that's going to help you make sure Brianne get to school on time. They'll come and knock on your door if you're not there. They'll come looking for you.
I like that.
You like that?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you, they'll get on you.
I need that.
Okay. We're going to give it to you. And we'll see you back in the 6th of April, 2011 at 3:30.
All right.
So step aside, get some paperwork, work with Miss Berry, and we'll see you back here then. Next case, please.
Afternoon, Your Honor. Tamika Green. Your Honor, Ms. Green is here for an initial appearance, and I assume is requesting an attorney. Yes.
Mr. Russell, Ms. Green, you filled out the paperwork for me. Is this a true and accurate position of your financial position? Yes. Okay. All right, then the court will assign Mr. Russell, if I can find it. Michelle. Oh, it's Michelle. Oh. Well, I misspelled it. Mr. Michelle. Bill.
Thank you, Your Honor. With that, we are before the court for purposes of initial appearance. We have set a pretrial conference date of April 6th at 3:30 p.m. here in City Hall. Your Honor, prior to that, we are hopeful that Mr. Michelle and his client can appear for a mediation, a child welfare mediation at Findlay Elementary on April 4th at 2:30. And then hopefully we'll be able to address some of these issues and help out Ms. Green as best we can. And that's all I've got.
Okay. All right, Ms. Green, I've assigned you a attorney. I'm going to plea of not guilty for you continuing your bond today. And I set the matter down for that hearing that the county attorney spoke about. The next hearing date is 6th of April, 2011 at 3:30. I do like for you to bring the young person with you. Next time, if you'd be so kind, is to bring the child of interest. And the reason why is that because I find it interesting to talk to the child. I can't talk to you because you're a defendant, so I really can't say anything to you, but I can always talk to your children and impress upon them the importance of being involved in our system and what they need to do to help you. You know, if they're not being as cooperative as they possibly can, sometimes we can get the kids to be very cooperative. So if you come back to see us on the 6th, if you can, we'd like for you to bring the child with you, if you don't mind. Tracker request?
Oh, yes, you know what? I think so. Do we have a tracker?
You have Vanessa, right?
Oh, that's right. No, I'm sorry. She does have someone working with her, an in-home provider, who was actually here advocating for Ms. Green prior. She had to leave. But she is aware of the mediation date, and she informed Ms. Green of that as well. So I don't think that will be necessary at this time.
Well, I'm more concerned with someone helping to get this young man to school. I mean, making sure he gets there. I mean, is there a tracker in that program? Or? Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, I was in Truancy Court before for all three of my children, of which I did do better to where I can get them to school on time. There was a lot of dates on the paper that they said that my son missed out of school. My son found his grandfather deceased on December 25th in my grandmother's bathroom. So therefore, with that said, there's been a lot of things going on as far as that as well, whether school is supposed to set up therapy and things like that for him, and they have not.
Okay. Well, I understand that. I don't want you to say anything that the county attorney could use against you. So you be sure to talk to your attorney about all these types of things and work with him. Maybe we can get everything straightened out. The county attorney don't like to bring these charges, and they generally speaking, if we can get them resolved, if we can get everything resolved and get the kid in school every day, many times they will dismiss the charge. I mean, I know there's been some issues in the past, but all we want to see is progress and want to see that you're doing what the law requires. So at this point, talk to your attorney, Mr. Bushnell, and Michelle, and work with him to make sure that you get everything done. The thing about a tracker is they can help you many times because they make sure that they call you in the morning time, they make sure that the child is in school, they make sure he stays in school, and it offers a link for the kid, the young person, to get used to going to school and get used to a process. So I'm more prone to want to sign one. Our program does not provide for a tracker that you know of?
Well, I'm sorry. Well, the worker is actually there for the family, and I think is a support to Ms. Green. But if ET wants to take another one, we'll certainly take him.
All right, then we will go ahead and assign new sites to represent you, to take on this situation and make sure that it's resolved. Mr. P. of not guilty for you, continue your bond. We'll see you back here on the 6th of April, 2011 at 3:30 p.m. Try to bring little Johnny, is his name?
John Ray.
John Ray. Bring him with you and work with Mr. Dale. I'm just having a hard time today. To try to get this issue resolved, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Green. Step aside, get some paperwork now, and we'll see you back here on the 6th of April. Next case, please.
The next case, Your Honor, is the State of Iowa versus Yvonne Martinez, SM number 311604. Your Honor, this is the date and time that was set for a pretrial conference. Your Honor, Ms. Martinez is present along with the interpreter. Also, we have Ross Gibson, who is the attorney for Ms. Martinez. Your Honor, it is at this time it's the state's recommendation that we would ask that this matter be dismissed at cost assessed to the defendant. Your Honor, we also, with regards to the child who's not present, that would be Kenny, that Kenny's attendance has been improved, and that in the interest of justice and in taking into other matters that are being considered, we would ask that this matter be dismissed. May I approach with the proposed order?
Yes, you may approach. Mr. Gibson, is there anything you'd like to say at this time?
No, Your Honor.
Do we have a report from the school at all, Ms. Gonzalez?
Yes, Your Honor. Since our last court date, the child has had, since that would have been January 5th, the child has had one unexcused absence, but there were some extenuating circumstances, Your Honor. And and prior to that, Your Honor, that at least within like a 3 to 4 month period of time, the child had 0 unexcused absences before that. I think we were just continuing it to see how the attendance was going. The attendance continues to have improvements, and for those reasons, Your Honor, and other reasons that the parties have discussed, that we feel that it's appropriate this time to dismiss the matter.
All right, then. Mr. Martinez, the county attorney is supposed to dismiss the charges at this time. The court will follow the directive of the county attorney, and the charges will be dismissed. You will have to pay court costs, which is approximately $60. You must pay those court costs within 30 days from today's. If you don't, 30 days from today's date. If you not pay them within that time, then of course they start to accrue interest. You must pay it off at room 103 of the Polk County Courthouse. And so try to get that paid off, at least that $60. We will dismiss the charges, so you don't have to come back down here anymore, but just make sure that get paid. Anything else, Mr. Gibson?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. Step aside now and get some paperwork, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That's
Nikki
103
Slack.
of the Polk County Courthouse. What was that?
Nikki Slack. Your Honor, Ms. Slack is here with regard to an initial appearance. I assume this is Madeline? Yes. Okay. And Jim Mitchell is here from Des Moines Public Schools. We are before the court for purposes of an initial appearance, and I assume Ms. Slack is requesting an attorney.
Yes, she is. Ms. Slack, I understand that you've been requested to fill out a affidavit stating your financial condition. Did you do so?
Yes.
And is this an accurate representation of your financial picture?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson? I think he's next up. Appoint Mr. Gibson to represent you in these matters. I will enter a plea of not guilty for you and continue your bond. We're from the county attorney in terms of, do you have a representative from the Des Moines Public Schools?
Yes. Jim Mitchell is here from Des Moines Public Schools. We have set this matter for a pretrial conference on April 6th at 3:30 p.m. here in this school. I'm sorry, here at City Hall. And, Your Honor, we are asking that a tracker be appointed to aid this family. I do have an order.
Okay, thank you very much. I am from the school at this time.
Your Honor, Jim Mitchell from Lincoln South Academy. Madeline has been absent 60 and a half days this year, 18 of those excused. Had a meeting with the mother and the daughter on the 24th of February. And at that time, learned that Madeline actually hadn't been living with the mother since we had the mediation back in November. Issues that have been affecting her include migraine headaches and some depression. She's not been seeing a therapist, but has been on medication prescribed by the neurologist. The student herself requested help for herself and the mother. And so the mother was given a list of resources to pursue counseling for the family. And Madeline herself is signed up for after-school help to try to catch up and make up for the credits that she lost the first semester.
All right, thank you, Mr. Mitchell. Madeline, how old are you?
15.
You're 15? Oh. And you're at Lincoln South, so you must be a sophomore?
Freshman.
You're a freshman, okay. And you like that school out there?
Sorry.
It's all right. And what are you looking forward to becoming when you grow up, Madeline? You have anything in mind?
Veterinarian.
You're going to be a vet, is that correct? You know, those vets have to go to school an awful lot. They have to go more to school than lawyers. You have to go a long time if you're going to become a veterinarian. So, you know, you can't be missing school because everything is cumulative, you know.
I know.
Mm-hmm. Well, you said you like Lincoln South out there, so is your health improving a little bit? Is your health improving?
Kind of. We're working on it. I've seen a neurologist.
Okay. Are you feeling better?
A little. More than I was.
Mm-hmm. Well, what do you do all day when you stay home?
What?
I said, what do you do all day when you don't go to school?
Nothing.
Nothing. Wow. You know, nothing from nothing leaves nothing. I mean, you know, you got to have a future, don't you? You're going to be that vet, so if you're going to be that vet, you got to start working on it now. You like animals, I see. What kind of animals do you have?
I only have 2 cats.
You have 2 cats right now.
She won't let me get anything else.
Okay, well, I think that's enough, don't you? Oh, well, 2 cats, that's a lot of responsibility. Well, it's most important, ma'am, that you stay in school. You can understand that, don't you? You need to also understand that the law requires that your mother send you to school, because if she doesn't, you end up down here. You understand that, don't you? So you're going to help your mother out and try to go to school? Because, you know, if you go to school for the next month or so, I think your county attorney would probably work this out. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll assign Mr. Gibson to represent you. Enter pleas of not guilty for you today, Ms. Slack, and continue your bond. We'll see you back here on the 6th of April, 2011 at 3:30 3:30 p.m. for your next hearing. And as I said, the county attorney is pretty accommodating. If Mr. Mitchell and the county attorney, if they see that you're making a great effort to get her to school, and getting her to school, when you don't get her there, you make sure she has a note and verifying that she's properly not there. I'm sure we can get this resolved. So hopefully we can, okay? Work with Mr. Gibson, though. He's your attorney, and he will be representing. Do you understand he's not free? You have to pay the money back at some point. You understand that, though? Okay, then. Step aside, get some paperwork. We'll see you back here on the 6th. Next one, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I please the court? The next case is the State of Iowa versus Charles Caulfield, SM number 317669. Your Honor, this is the date and time that was set for a pretrial conference. And Mr. Caulfield is present, and he is pro se. Also, we have Megan Caulfield, and we have Cindy Crouch from the Ankeny School District, and I'm Chris Gonzalez, Polk County Attorney's Office. Your Honor, based upon, and I'll let Ms. Crouch have the honors of giving the report from the school, but based upon Megan's attendance at the school, it would be the state's recommendation at this time we'd ask that the matter be dismissed and cost assessed to Mr. Caulfield. If I may approach with the proposed order.
Yes, you may approach. Let's hear from the school in reference to this young lady.
Thank you, Your Honor. Cindy Crouch, Juvenile Court School Liaison from Ankeny Schools. Megan has missed 2 days, additional days, since our last court date, but they were both medically verified, so they were excused.
Oh, wonderful, Mr. Caulfield. That's great. Hey, got a smile on your face. Okay, well, then that's all we like to see. We like to see you doing the job, getting in the school, because, it's hard out there, isn't it? Yeah. Uh-huh. And if you don't have an education, it's real hard, let me tell you. I look at people every day, and I just don't know how they're going to make it in an economy and a society that we have here today. If you don't have education, you don't have something to boost you on up there, you can get lost. Megan, congratulations. Thank you. Are you having a good time up at school?
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Okay. So you're having fun? I see you have a book with you, so you're reading? Yeah. What are you reading? I can't see that far. I'm old. What was that?
I can't really pronounce the words right.
Oh, okay. How do you spell that word?
Schuyler.
Schuler. That's what it sounds like to me. So, is it a good book? Uh-huh. Okay. Well, that's good. Well, you like reading?
Yeah.
And what are you going to become? Did I ask you last time?
Yeah, you did.
And what did you tell me?
Well, I said either a vet or an author.
Mm-hmm. Is that what you still want to do?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well. All right then. Well, the county attorney is proposing that your dad should be let off the hoof, so to speak. So we're going to dismiss these charges. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to steal some of his money, at least $60 worth. But he don't have to come back down here anymore as long as you go to school. And if you're going to become that author, you got to learn how to write and read more. And so that's a good way. You got to stay in school. You going to stay in school for me?
Yes.
All right. All right, I will dismiss the charges pursuant to the recommendation of the county attorney. As I said, Mr. Caulfield, I'm going to have to hit you up for $60. You need to pay off the room 103 within the next 30 days. That's about all. Congratulations, Mr. Caulfield. Do you have anything you want to say? You just worked hard and got it done, huh? You can pay it online. You can pull yourself up online if you know how to do it online. Or if you go down there, you can get an envelope. And we don't have them here. But maybe I'll start bringing some. Well, you can just mail it in if you want to. Okay. But at this point, you probably go down to room 103 at the Polk County Courthouse. All right, step aside. Thank you, sir. Congratulations. Next case, please.
Next case is the State of Iowa versus Tara Castaneda, SR number 243237. This is the day and time that was set for an arraignment. Ms. Castaneda is present, along with Michaela? Michaela, thank you. And then we also have Adam Carroll, who is the attorney. And from the school, we have Ryan McClure and Mr. Thompson, who's also the tracker. Your Honor, this matter is set for an arraignment. I believe that the preliminary matters with regards to the trial information and minutes have already been signed for, and I'll just defer to the court with regards to the arraignment process.
Ms. Carroll, you got a copy of the trial information?
Yes, Your Honor.
This court will find at this time that the defendant enter a plea of not guilty for, continue a bond, set the matter down for a pretrial conference that is set for the 6th of April at 3:30 p.m. at City Hall. A trial is tentatively set for the 25th of April at 8 o'clock. That will as well probably be in room 101 of the Polk County Courthouse. As I said, your bond is continued into the plea of not guilty. I will hear from the school at this time.
Your Honor, I'm Ryan McClure with Hyatt Middle School, and Michaela, as of date, has missed a total of 57 days of school for this academic year. However, since our last court hearing, which was early February, I think it was February 2nd of 2011, she has missed 2 days, and both those days were excused by a doctor's note. So we're definitely seeing an improvement. That's a good sign. It's just unfortunate because this is kind of a continuing pattern with absences for Michaela and her academic history. So, but we're hoping we can finish on a good note, and this will be her last year at Hyatt, and after this she will move on to the high school realm, and I'm just hoping that this all goes the way it's supposed to.
Okay.
All right.
Ms. Kerr, was there anything you'd like to say at this time?
Just that Michaela's medical troubles seem to have been diagnosed, and she's now comfortable in her own skin, and hopefully with these absences behind us.
Okay. And Michaela, how are you today?
Fine.
How old are you today?
Fine.
How old are you?
Oh, 15.
You're 15? Uh-huh. So you're going to be going to high school next year?
Yes.
And which high school are you going to?
East.
You're going to be going to East High School. You looking forward to that?
Yes.
Okay. You have a lot of friends that's going to be going with you?
Yep.
Okay. Well, you heard what the teacher said in reference to what's happening. It just looked like that you're doing pretty good. You only missed 2 days, and they were excused, so that's really good. Hopefully that if we can keep this up for a little period of time, the county attorney will dismiss these charges and let you and your mom go on about your way. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. What were you going to be when you grow up?
I said a basketball player.
A basketball player. Well, East needs some basketball players. You know that. Are you good?
No, not that well, but I just like playing the sport.
Well, you got to be good, though. Don't you want to go to state champion?
Yeah.
Well, hey, you could be the person on TV. You see these girls there in town? Have you been watching the girls' basketball?
No, not really.
You haven't been watching it?
Mom doesn't watch basketball that much.
Oh, okay. Well,
She's into football.
Your Honor, if I may interrupt.
Yes.
I think that Chastity Breeze, and I saw Sam Power today in court, and since she was saying that she's going to East, that East is playing at 5 o'clock over at downtown right now in the quarterfinals in the state tournament. So just to let her know that if she loves basketball, they're playing right now in about another 20 minutes.
Hey, you can be seeing your stuff. You can get home and watch that. Your mother let her watch a couple of quarters of that. I see the tracker. You here? Okay, tell us what you think. What's happening?
Edward Thompson with Newside. I'd like to report at this time, no problems. Mom is doing a pretty good job of communicating with me in the mornings to let me know what's going on and keep me in the loop. And also the family is doing a pretty good job as far as participating with remedial services with Newside. Thanks.
Thank you so much. All right, then. Everything looks good. We're going to set this matter down for another hearing. And hopefully, when you come back, everything will be good. And we're going to see you on the 6th of April at 3:30. Step aside now, get some paperwork, and we'll see you back here at that time. Keep up the good work. All right. Next case, please.
Thank you. The next case, the last case would be the State of Iowa versus Ken Baker, SM number 318630. We also have Sandy Baker, too, and SM 318631. Your Honor, this is the day and time that was set for the initial appearance. We also have Nancy Lynch from the school here. Your Honor, at this time, and I believe that Miss Baker's, Sandy Baker's not here because there is another matter involving in juvenile court that I believe I had talked to Miss Baker about, and so she was under the impression that it was going to be, this matter is going to be dismissed, I think, prior to today. So if I'm not going to request any warrant or anything because of the miscommunication. It is the state's intention with regards to the Bakers, as relates to their Jesse, that we would be asking that the matter be dismissed on both of the cases. That the services that are going to be provided can be provided to this family and to the child in another form, Your Honor. And so at this time, I would like to, if I may, approach with a dismissal order, but we would ask that costs be assessed to both Ken and Sandy Baker.
Well, I guess I can institute these charges against Ms. Baker, Mr. Baker, but in truth, she's not here. I'm going to go ahead and dismiss the charges and assess costs against you and her. That's going to be $60 apiece, unfortunately, pursuant to the recommendation of the county attorney. You understand, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. So remember, you got to pay the $60 off by 30 days from now. Let's start messing with your license or whatever. But you have to pay it off or at least work out an accommodation. You understand that?
Yeah.
All right. Then I will dismiss the charges since the county attorney has chosen not to go forward with this prosecution. So that is all. Step aside now, Mr. Bacon, get some paperwork. And we thank you for coming in today.
And just for clarification, I think I may have wanted to dismiss this prior, and that's why Ms. Baker's not here, because she thought that it was going to be dismissed prior to today, Your Honor. So,
okay.
Your Honor, I believe that is all that we have that is pending before the court, and with that, the state has nothing more.
Is anyone else here who hasn't been served? Anybody else? Okay. Then Truancy Court will be called to close. We want to thank the audience for joining us, and we want to thank the parents for bringing their young people in today. It is very much appreciated because we do want to talk to the young people and impress upon them how important it is for them to go to school, and impress upon the parents that they have to send their schools in the state of Iowa, send their kids to school in the state of Iowa, or they will be looking at an activity like Truancy Court. It is imperative that our kids grow up to be viable members of the community, and our belief is that they cannot do that if they are not educated and have the opportunity to take advantage of every possible thing that the school system can offer. We see now all across the country and definitely across the state of Iowa, they're talking about counseling, all kinds of programs related to the education of our children. And it's very sad that that is happening, but we want to make sure that every child has every opportunity to matriculate and to become the thing that they want to become. This has been Truancy Court in for the county of Polk, Polk County, Des Moines, Iowa, and at this time, the court is closed. Thank you for joining us. See you next month.